Good evening, friends. Welcome to Let's Crack the Interviews channel. Today we are going to talk about Capgemini selection process for the batch 2022. We are going to talk about syllabus, the pattern, including all the rounds that consists of game-based questions as well. Capgemini as a global IT leader, Capgemini is a France-based multinational company. Its information technology and consulting company is one of the global giants in IT industry. Headquartered in Paris, France, consists of 2.8 lakh employees in 50 plus countries. Has a strong presence in India with over 1.2 lakh employees in India alone. Probably that's a demonstration of the very significance they attach to our country, India. And in India, it has its head office in Bombay. The present CEO is Ayman Izzat, and the founder was Serge Kampf in the year 1967. Serge Kampf has founded Capgemini in the year 1967, and currently the CEO is Ayman Izzat. It's a global leader in digital transformation, technology and engineering services, and consulting. Capgemini is very strong in technology innovation, in cloud, digital platforms, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and so on. Interestingly, Capgemini tagline is people matter, results count. Oftentimes they ask in the interview like, what's the tagline of Capgemini and what do you understand by that? It's a very powerful tagline that says that people matter to them, and at the same time results, the productivity, profitability, results also count so much. In other words, Capgemini says that they achieve productivity, profitability, and the business results through its people. That's the kind of importance or significance or relevance they attach to people, their associates. It's 2.8 lakh strong employees in the organization. Therefore, people matter, results count. Kindly go through this, understand, interpret in your own way, and see what it means to you is what is the question usually might be asked. Capgemini Campus Selection Process consists of 6 rounds. And before going for an online test selection process, you'll be asked to download secure exam browser and keep your mic and camera on and be ready. The round 1 consists of pseudocode round. It's a technical coding round called pseudocode round. It consists of MCQs, multiple choice questions. There are 15 questions. Questions are entirely mathematical calculations like finding the output for the given code. For pseudocode, focus mainly on the below concepts. What are they? For loops, if-else statements, function calling like recursions, and be more fast on XOR and or operations and so on. It's very important as far as your pseudocode concern. As part of the pseudocode round, you also have about 10 questions on data structures. So focus on concepts like finding the edges and vertices, find the height of the tree, number of nodes, pre-order, in-order, post-order, prefix and postfix kind of questions in the data structures. And the cutoff will be 60% from all the 25 questions in the pseudocode round. 15 and 60% meaning that you need to answer correctly at least 15 plus questions, isn't it? That's very important in order to because 60% is the cutoff to get into the next round. Once you qualify this round, only then one can proceed to the next round. Please find below certain images for better understanding as far as pseudocode sample questions are concerned. What will be the output of the following pseudocode? As we discussed, pseudocode 15 questions and all in multiple choice questions being given there. There's a program and we would like you to identify the output for the given code. Given the multiple choice options A, B, C, D, and you are expected to select the right output. Other questions like what will be the output of the following pseudocode? We brought in three sample questions to give you an idea about the pseudocode questions, which are MCQ based questions. So then we'll proceed the round 2, verbal ability. This round consists of 30 questions. 2 reading passages will be given, followed by 13 questions. The questions will be fill the blanks, true or false, multiple choice, missing the word lines, etc. And we'll also have 17 verbal ability questions on synonyms, antonyms, fill the blanks, spot the errors, and articles, active and passive voice, direct and indirect speech, and jumbled sentences, etc. So please brush up your verbal ability questions, and almost most of the important verbal ability components will be asked in this 17 verbal ability questions. Again, the cutoff to qualify to the next round in verbal ability round is 60% to move ahead to the next round of the assessment. Once you qualify in this round, only you can go to the next gaming round. What is the next? Third round is a gaming round, which is very important. We see some sample questions. There are 2 passages. Brought one of the passages here. Says that state whether the following statement is true or false from the context of the passage given there. So you need to skim and scan, have a cursory glance, go through and identify the answer to the given question. There are several shortcomings in the Indian medical education system. This is the question. So once you skim and scan and understand the central theme idea of the passage, you'll be able to understand and answer from the 3 given options A, B, C. Can't be determined, false or true. So true, false not given, or true, false can't be determined kind of a questions can be given with the passages. And there are the questions like which part of the sentence given below has an error. So you need to sentence we divide to 3 parts, and we'll have an options A, B, C, D. Then you need to identify the part of the sentence which has the error. So spotting the errors is very important. Please. Again, in the round 3 as mentioned, after verbal ability, aptitude, gaming round. The gaming round consists of 4 types of questions. What are they? This round can be up to 24 minutes, and each type of question, 4 questions rather, and can run up to 4 to 6 minutes. And though my camera for this round is not required, and the question will be in the gaming round will be like inductive logical thinking, like matching patterns, deductive logical thinking, like puzzles with the symbols and the signs, motion challenge, like playing a game by moving a ball to the hole in lesser moves, and finding symmetric and asymmetric movement of dots and images. All the different types of gaming sections can be seen as follows. That is, I brought you certain sample aptitude gaming round questions. Deductive logical thinking gaming questions look like this. These 2 grids follow a rule, and which of these grids follow the same rule? So you need to identify from the given. The question consists of 2 grids, and you need to identify what is called which of these grids follow the same rule. Identify one right answer that will continue the pattern. It's called deductive logical thinking. So we have 2 samples here for your understanding. Please have a look at it. Then we have other type of gaming question is motion challenge. In this round we have to move the boxes in up and down positions only and place the ball in the black hole. That's the task. You need to use as less number of moves as possible. Less moves is very important. It has many levels and it is up to 5 minutes. This question will have 5 minutes to answer. The third type of gaming round question is deductive logical thinking. In that we need to choose the correct answer option. There are 4 options given there depending upon the signs and pictures provided. It has many levels and time will be 4 to 5 minutes for each. And we have to select the option which suits the question mark. The place of a question mark, what would be the correct option from the 4 options given there, A, B, C, D. And it's like a puzzle, right? It's like a puzzle and which you can easily spot and answer. Then the fourth type of gaming question looks like this: symmetric or asymmetric type of question. In so there will be a pattern. You need to identify whether it is symmetric or asymmetric. You say that is it symmetrical, and you just have to say yes or no and click one of the 2 options. So then move to the next round called round number 4, behavioral competency round. The total duration for this 45 minutes, and we'll have about 100 questions to assess your behavioral work styles, describing your preferences, attitudes, approach to work, ideas, and your interaction, ability to interact with others, being a good team player, right? They provide a snapshot of your, once you take the test, at the end of the test rather, they send you a beautiful report or document. They provide a snapshot of your style to help you understand which jobs or positions best fit your interests, tendencies, and motivations. The behavioral competency round, quite interesting. And a report consists of generate a report individually to each candidate. The report consists of your self-knowledge based on your task style, your adoption style, your achievement style, your interaction style, your emotional style, and your teamwork style. Based on these 6 parameters, you'll get a nice 4-page document, a report in the behavioral competency. Anyway, this is just to tell you who you are, where you are in terms of your behavioral competency, and what kind of a task best fit your competencies and so on. Therefore, it's a quite interesting round, and there is no elimination in this round. So you need not worry much about it, but be conscious about it and answer properly. Capgemini Selection Process round 5 is technical interview rather, technical round of interview. It runs about 10 minutes maximum. Like in any technical interview, we have questions like tell me something about yourself. Of course, technical round will also to make the candidate feel comfortable, make the person at ease. There will be generic questions which might overlap with HR questions. Nevertheless, the questions could be like, tell me about yourself. So they want you to they would like to make you speak, relax, and be comfortable. Then they get into the technical aspects of it. What are the technical aspects? They will ask about explain your project work. What's your project? Title of the project. Why did you choose it? What's the objective? And what's the team size? And what technology you use in the project? What are your key learnings? What's the outcome of the project? Whether your outcome is matching with the objective with which you started the project, and scope of the project for further research and further enhancement and further reference point. All the very related questions you will encounter in the project work. So prepare thoroughly, and you should have good control on your project work. And writing a code, asks you what kind of programming language you are comfortable with. You will say Java, Python, C, C++, .NET, whatever. And they make you write a code in that particular language. Predominantly C, Java are the 2 important languages generally students will be asked to write. And I'm sure one of these 2, Python also is quite popular and user-friendly and web-enabled, and it's also quite widely used. And so among these 3, in any language you are comfortable with, you are asked to write a code. They keep a white paper and they ask you to write a code by hand. So practice writing the code on paper. So it's very important, just to demonstrate our competency in our coding skills. Very important. In technical interview, they would like to assess our programming or coding skills. They'd like to see, they would like to test and verify whether my competency in C language is good enough, and it's not be an expert in that, but it should be a decently good enough competency or coding, developing, programming skills need to be demonstrated. And then there will be an aptitude question, and it will be a simple question and on particular puzzle or something. And they ask you, do you have any questions from you? That is, do you want to ask me any questions? Do you have any questions to ask? Do you have any questions for us? So use that opportunity. Don't say no, and please ask them some intelligent questions as we discussed earlier, like what are the learning opportunities, what are the emerging technologies you are using in your organization, sir? What is the career growth plan for a fresher like me in Capgemini? What are the emerging technologies in which you offer training to the freshers like us, sir? And what are the growth plans of Capgemini in the coming 5 years? Again, nothing wrong in asking. Ask one or two questions, and if they revolve around learning emerging technology and trends, we are the more better. And somewhere you need to demonstrate the fact that you are keen on learning. You are keen on continuous lifelong learning. Learning is the mantra that takes us forward and that takes us to places. Then go to the next round, round 4, HR round of interview. You know, like in an generic interview, it is up to again 8 to 10 minutes. And HR round of interview is quite simple, but at the same time, of course, you need to take it seriously. And we have crossed 5 rounds, and this round is they would like definitely make you feel comfortable, and this round is very easy, and at the same time you need to be conscious about it, and there will be questions like again, tell me about yourself, introduce yourself, tell me only about yourself, tell me about you in 3 adjectives, and questions like that. What are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your hobbies, and what do you know about Capgemini, and why do you want to work with us? What's your tagline? People matter, results count. What do you understand by our tagline of our company? Like that. Your hobbies, be realistic and be authentic. Don't give unrealistic information. And your hobbies, tell the hobbies in which which is a real hobby, where given a next question, you should be able to explain in detail about the hobby you are embarking on. So about your hobbies, very important. So any information you are talking about should be authentic, and you should have tremendous amount of control, knowledge, and what is called overview. And your attitude towards work, and what is your work ethic? What's your attitude towards the work? You'd like to assess through certain questions. I ask that. What do you understand? What motivates you in your work? What encourages you? What demotivates you? What motivates you the most? What drives you forward, and what kind of a person you are? How do you describe yourself in 2 or 3 adjectives? So attitude towards work is very important. Let us assess our attitude. Attitude is very important. That determines our attitude in life, and attitude can be best friend or worst enemy. And HR says that, what is HR? Human resource professionals say that we hire for attitude and train for skills. Say attitude is positive, you get hired because they have a few weeks time to train you in the relevant technologies and skills. Training a person in skills is easier than training a person in attitude. Therefore, HR says we hire for attitude and train for skills. We hire people for their attitude and train for skills. So therefore, please remember the very utmost significance and importance of positive, holistic, healthy attitude. And your willingness to relocate, and talks about your flexibility, adaptability, and willing to work in Pune, Noida, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Hyderabad. Though your preference may be Chennai, but are you willing to relocate in as far as India is concerned? Are you willing to relocate in any country across the globe? Because they have a wider global footprint. Capgemini has a presence in over 50 countries. So willing to relocate is very important, and that shows our flexibility and our operation. And that's it, friends. Thank you very much. Wish you Godspeed, success, and we meet in the next round. If you have any specific topic on which you want me to take a video, kindly feel free to write in the comment section. I'll be happy to do the video in the specific section. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.